Welcome to the show that settles the debate that we have all had. Which horror film is better? We take two horror film favorites, force them to do battle, and in the end, only one will prevail on the horror slash's Face Off.
How does Face Off work? We take two films with a common thread and face them off against each other. The two will be graded on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, in a number of categories. At the end, we add up all the scores from all the different categories, and the one with the highest score is the Face Off winner.
And that's how this show works. What's going on, everybody? I'm Jason Pelligra. Welcome to the Horror Slash's Face Off. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notifications tab and all that stuff. Follow us on social media and have fun. Ready? Let's get to it. In the 80s, there were seemingly thousands of horror films that defined what is now known as the golden era, also the VHS era. B-movies were hot due to their young, sexy cast and basic fundamentals. Make it fun, make it scary. Night of the Demons was an instant classic thanks to Fangoria's praise and Linnea Quigley's lipstick.
I can't seem to get it right.
It spawned sequels, even remakes. Slumber Party Massacre seemed to embody all the 80s qualities. Sex, FX, and sex and stuff. Our first battle, scary. Night of the Demons was kind of freaky. Some raw, crude makeup struck a balance between scary and funny. The film could have been more scary, but seemed to intentionally or unintentionally railroad that due to terrible dialogue.
Run, Judy, run. See, Judy, run.
Slumber Party Massacre was again done quite well, unlike many B-stalker films of today. There was a disturbing feel to the film. Once the girls were nestled up for a slumber party, it got a little less intense. However, the suspense was still there-ish. Let's go to the scoreboard. Night of the Demons, 6. Slumber Party Massacre, 5. Category number 2, sexiness, cast, and content. When you cast Linnea Quigley, you get the jump on the sexy category almost instantly. The film had gratuitous nudity and sex, and while the men had plenty of eye candy, the girls sadly had to stick to something else to enjoy, like the dialogue or something.
Relax. I just want to look good for the boys.
They may not have all been lookers in the film, but collectively, the Slumber Party Massacre girls had great sex appeal, nudity that had nothing to do with the plot, and plenty of bloodshed. Can you ask for more? Let's go to the scoreboard. Night of the Demons 5, Slumber Party Massacre 7. All right, filmmaking it is. And we're not going to grade this like it's a Scorsese film. That being said, Demons was still under the mark. The film benefited from a cool location, which was strong in concept. It was like a Halloween-style film, but its D-grade sound editing and music really took the film back a few steps. The characters were mostly unlikable as a collective whole, but on their own kind of had their charm. Once again, kudos to the Slumber crew, which were able to piece together a solid, low-budget flick. The film had some shoddy acting, but that's kind of a given charm for these types of films. The film was written and directed by women, which for 1982 and a horror film, that's pretty cool.
Takes a lot of love for a person to do this.
All right, let's go to the scoreboard. Night of the Demons 5, Slumber Party Massacre 6. All right, the next category, plot. Uh-oh. While the film was fun, campy, Halloween-y, and creative to an extent, the film probably needed a few more rewrites to really benefit. Dialogue between a group of friends that really aren't friends but are spending so much time together, it all just fell into that teen horror trap where you have a whole bunch of kids that appear to hate each other but spend a getaway together. Like, why?
What, is everybody here on drugs or something?
The film was a fun one. Girls at a slumber party that get hunted down by a madman with a drill? Ha! Works for me. But that being said, perfect for the times. However, it didn't really offer horror fans anything new in the slasher era. So if we go to the scoreboard, Night of the Demons 6, Slumber Party Massacre 5. Next up, the Antagonist. Every horror film needs a good antagonist. Angela, she just wanted to party and own your soul. Angela looked sexy, then looked creepy, seemed unstoppable, fixed a perfect trap, and at the end of the day, in an age where every killer in every horror film was a male, she was a badass woman demon.
Where you going? The party's just begun.
The driller killer was a hot mess. Not sure what they were thinking when they cast, but it's like the actor didn't show up and they got the key grip. He was very uncharismatic and wooden. It almost seemed as though he was a decoy in the film until the real killer showed up. Sadly, not the case. Let's go to the scoreboard. Night of the Demons 8, Slumber Party Massacre 04. Next up, kills. Demons had some painful and playful kills that definitely made people laugh and ew at the same time. It also had some of like what the frig moments, including the aforementioned Linnea Quigley shoving lipstick in her boob just for fun. Slumber Party Massacre had some decent kills, but given the low budget and the killer's choice of weapon, a giant drill, it was hard to execute the way the filmmakers probably wanted. So you get a lot of screams, cutaways to blood splurts on walls. All right, let's check out the scoreboard. Night of the Demons 7, Slumber Party Massacre 7. Next up, setting. An old abandoned house is the perfect setting for a horror film. The house itself was fun. Lots of scenes in different areas of the house and the final battle using both interiors and exteriors. Perhaps it was a bit limiting, but that's not the worst thing. Schools, to showers, to burbs, the film actually set quite a pretty setting and it paid off. The film took time to show the surroundings to help the audience get a better feel of the situation. An art that is seriously lost on indie horror films these days. Let's go to the scorecard. Demons 6, Slumber Party Massacre 7. All right, everything is lined up, looks good. How does it end? Demons ended with high action, laughs, death, and cheese, and that's not a bad thing. It gave audiences what they wanted and I guess left them wanting a little bit more. The ending seemed a bit predictable and cheesy. Not a good thing. Some, oh crap, he's not dead moments and uninspired performances made this film's ending a bit subpar in comparison to the rest of the film. Let's go to the scoreboard. Night of the Demons 7, Slumber Party Massacre 5. All right, so after a hard-fought battle, who won the horror slashes face-off between Slumber Party Massacre and Night of the Demons? It was Night of the Demons. Girl power, badass woman takes down the old man. That being said, the old man was directed by girls. Whatever. Anyways, hope you liked this show. If you did, if you didn't, if you disagree, if you agree, put your comments below. Hit the notifications tab, subscribe, and join us again on the Horror Slashes Face Off.